Hi Pisces, how are you? I'm going to do a love reading for you. It's a general reading, so take what works and leave what does not. And sometimes a lot of messages are coming through. So if it doesn't sound like it's your part of the story, just hang in there and go through the reading and see if something else comes out, because sometimes different messages do channel through. So let's see what's going on for all of our Pisces in love, dear universe. Grateful, thankful for these energies. There's definitely something shifting. A relationship, quite possibly. There's a big shakeup and it's over. There could be a shakeup in a relationship. It affects everyone, whatever it is. Oh, Pisces, what's going on? Because I see someone breaking free. I mean, it's not something you really want to do, but you're going to do it. I wonder whether you do something or you say something, Pisces, that you regret later on. It's like you spoke just really carelessly, and I don't think you realized that what you were saying was really hurting really deep. Or maybe somebody did that to you. And it could have happened like in a group scenario. Somebody said something just to really hurt your feelings. Shook you up, whatever it was. And I do feel like it changed the dynamic of your group. No. But I think you take off. I think you leave. There's something that... Yeah, it's almost as if even though this hurts and you don't really want to do this, it's almost as if there's this calling that you need to start paying attention to, like a bigger picture. There's this real worldly energy about you. I mean, it's almost like this destiny. I mean, there's just something that's big that connects you with everyone. So I feel like if could be some kind of online project, or, you know, like the World Wide Web. I mean, you know, when I see the world and all of that and how to connect, I think of that being something to do with the internet, you know, connecting social media, something like that. You know, your inner voice is trying to tell you something, but you're not. It's almost like they're trying to tell you what to do and you're not doing it. You know, you need to see through whatever it is keeping you from your destiny. And I think whatever it is you have to do in order to have this destiny that's calling you, you know, it's going to require you to make a break that it will hurt. It'll affect people. But you're about to do something that connects you and a whole group of people to the world. Like you might be connecting with people all around the world. I mean, but it shakes up your relationship. And it could be something where, it's interesting. Somebody gets an opportunity. Okay, this is like for a couple, all right? Somebody gets an opportunity and it takes them somewhere else to another location, far away. You know, like across to the other side of the waters, like the world, like they have to go someplace far away. You know, maybe they get offered a job like, you know, in China. And the other person just says, no, I can't go to China. You have to make a decision as to what you're going to do. Do you go to China on your own, or do you stay and be with your person? I mean, I think it's that kind of thing that's coming up in front of you. But I think if you've been in a situation that you felt really tied and bound to, that you couldn't be released from, I mean, this is one of those things where You know, you're being told what to do, but you resisted it for a long time because of this connection, the way that you two of you were holding on to each other. It will free you. It'll be intense and really healing. But you're being called to do something, and it's going to require a separation or a distance. You know, true love, what do they say? If it's meant to be, like, set it free, and if it's meant to be, it'll come back to you. I mean, this is one of those scenarios. You let them go and then see whether or not, you know, it sustains the test of time. I mean, this will really test the strength of your relationship. You know, I see that your relationship may possibly stand the test of time. So don't think that they may not support you. I mean, in this day and age, you can stay connected. You can be separate and still remain connected. So this is a big, major growth for you, because this is major change. Because it's an opportunity to like help the world. Do you know what I mean? Like, if it's environmental, maybe you're prone to something, you know, like how to clean up the world, you know, and deal with recycling issues, with cleanup issues, with, you know, toxic issues, you know, all of this stuff that we deal with the environment and things of that nature. Maybe there's something you're going to do. I mean, it's at that kind of level. Like, it's almost as if, it's funny, it's almost as if you invent something that's good for the earth, that will help everybody. And everybody will support it. Like, you'll get a lot of help to get it off the ground, you know, but you need the support of your person. And what you're about to do is going to take you in a direction that they may not be able to go with you. You know, so it's big, deep conversations. But I think it's not about heartbreak, you know, in the sense of somebody cheating on you or you're not meant to be together. It's about a decision of, like, we're at this point in the road and now we have to decide. Do we go together this way or do we go this way? We'll have to see whether this is truly the dream. Your relationship will sustain it. So you don't want to hang on to anything, you know, if it's not going to be part of this new world of yours. So I see that you're looking at this relationship really deeply about what it is you need to do. If you look really close, there's chains that seem to bind you to this person. Again, I was talking about, like, you seem like you're really tight and bound. And they're keeping you, like, if this is a big decision and they could keep you from trying to do this, you have to really stand your ground. You know, Pisces, of what you're going to do. You don't say anything right now because you're not really sure. But I feel like if you tune in and start listening to what your inner voice is wanting to tell you, you'll know exactly what to do. And it will flow. Because things that are meant to be, they happen naturally. It's when we get in the way and we try to make things happen that aren't supposed to happen, that's when we get ourselves in trouble. And I feel like you have to trust that this one will unfold, because this is a destiny type of energy that's calling you. And even though breaking free could leave you feeling, you know, really sad and alone, you know, you have to follow what your spirit is telling you. And a lot of us are in that position. Big decisions, big changes, you know, and sometimes these changes come from external sources. You know, where all of a sudden you have to go over here because, you know, there's a need for you to be somewhere. You know, even though you shouldn't be there, you're there anyway. It's like, no, you have to go, you have to go, you have to go. You know, that kind of thing. So, big stuff there, Aquarius. Oh, Aquarius. No, I just did Aquarius. Pisces. Maybe you're dealing with an Aquarius. They had something kind of similar. So you might be on the cusp. A lot of times, you know, when I go from one reading to the next, I feel like it flows from that energy into this. So my apologies. But if you are a cusper, go look at the Aquarian read. It might have something in there for you. So let's get some other cards on the table for our Pisces. Again, there is something that, Pisces, your intuition is trying to tell you. You know, maybe there is an advantage point that you're not seeing against people that are trying to block you. Listen, twice now I see this High Priestess energy. You know, when she's ready to tell you something, she'll show it to you. And I feel like she's trying to show you something, and you're like twisting it. Don't do that. Don't second guess what your intuition is telling you. I have to say too, okay, because this is just something else I'm picking up. And this is a whole different storyline, Pisces. But I almost feel like there is somebody who you start to see that, you know, you've got to start seeing them a little clearer, and what you see doesn't make you happy about them. I get this sense of, you know, this they're so dreamy, but it leaves you in a dark place with this person because they're going to hurt you. And you know why they're going to hurt you? Because they're a free spirit and they're not going to commit. You know, they don't like to be bound and chained and held down. So if you're somebody who's with somebody, you know, where you want a real solid commitment, and you have this feeling that this person is just not, you know, ever going to commit, then maybe you need to, you know, check in with that energy and see if maybe you can start to see through all of the games that this person is, you know. And it might be sad to really see that, wow, this person is really never going to commit, and they're always going to be like flirting with these other people, and, you know, I'm always going to wonder whether or not they're hanging out with, you know, another person. And, you know, like your intuition is trying to tell you something, Pisces. Pay attention. And it has to do, you need to start seeing things as real rather than what you want them to be. Okay, with this person. So, a few messages coming through. All right, let's go back to Osho here. Anything else? Osho, outcomes. Yeah, this has exhausted its course. I mean, you're trying to move, you're trying to flow with everything, but it's just, you know, you need to start to tune in and listen to what it is Spirit is trying to tell you. They're trying to tell you something. And I think you're almost avoiding what you already know, where the end result is, because I think you have that vision of where, you know, like, I think you see what's unfolding already. You had already seen it in your psyche. You know, it's like kind of like deja vu, but it's like clearer than deja vu. Deja vu just comes for a minute. What I'm talking about is like you're starting to see the process of you moving towards your destiny. Ooh, that's exciting. So I would not be very open to telling people of what's going on. You know, keep it to yourself. Sharing right now about things that are, you know, could be something really big. You know, maybe you don't want to share everything. Maybe you don't want to say everything that's really going on. But there's definitely this question of what your inner knowing is trying to tell you about this person. And I just get the sense that this person, I mean, for me, the rebel, he's like the King of Wands. But this King of Wands, look, they're barefoot. They broke the chains. They do things their way. They're powerful. I mean, this person is so dreamy. You know, but I think it's led you into a really dark space in yourself. So now the veil is starting to lift, Pisces, and you're starting to see that, wow, this person, there's someone else. Maybe they're not for me. So you have to trust the process of possibly letting go. Center yourself and ground yourself. And as I said earlier, if it's a natural process that's supposed to be, it won't be so tough to go through it. It's sad, yes. Tears, yes. Painful, yes. Heartbreaking, yes. Freeing, Absolutely. But you have to let that process happen. All right. That's what I got for you, Pisces. So take what works, leave what doesn't. This was very specific to a few people. So again, you know who you are. So thumbs up for me if you like the reading. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I'll see you at the next one. Until then, bye now.